Wahgwaan FPL, I'm back. It's the matchup, week 4. In this video, you're going to see my side, my wildcard side that that I made. I had to put some fear in people, man. And we're going to go over the week up match 4. I'm going to tell y'all who y'all need to start, players that y'all should be considering for your team. Like I said, it's Wahgwaan FPL. It's the matchup week 4. And yes, right there. Let's get into it. Yes, first matchup on the card, we have Forest versus Arsenal. This Friday is a tough game, man, because Angie's back. Nottingham Forest fire Sat Nuno. Angie's back to face against Arsenal. It's like if Arsenal lose this game, so the pressure on Arteta is going to be crazy, man. So I say right here, this right here is a must-win game for Arsenal. It's a must-game win for Arteta. So I would say go ahead, start Gyökeres. You know what I mean? Start Gyökeres. West Ham beat up Nottingham Forest. So I think Arsenal should do the same and get a clean sheet. So I'm picking Arsenal to win with a clean sheet. You know what I mean? So start all your Arsenal players. Yeah, man, yes, right there. Here are the players that's been performing for each side. For Arsenal, you have Gyökeres, the striker, Calafiori, the defender, Declan Rice, the midfielder, and another defender for Arsenal, Timber. And you could see what they got right there. Look like all of them been performing with a goal. It's only Declan Rice to give him 2 assists. So you know right there that's going to be a very good game right there. For Forest, you have the forward, Woods. You have another midfielder, Gibbs White. You have another midfielder, Nadoy. And you have another midfielder, Hudson, in the door. So you could see that they don't have no defenders that's been performing. So you know their back line is going to be shaky. So that's why I said go ahead, pick Arsenal to win this game. You know what I mean? Because you know Arsenal got a strong defense and their midfield is looking good and the striker up top is looking good. So that's the reason I said Arsenal should win this game. Next matchup is Brighton versus Bournemouth. Brighton coming off of a good win against Manchester City. So I know they're feeling very good. They're feeling very strong. Bournemouth is playing very well too. I would say go ahead and start Simeon in this game. I'm going to show you some players in the next slide of who they're going up against, which players you should think about starting. And I mean, I think Brighton is going to take this game 2-1. Yeah, so like I was saying, Brighton versus Bournemouth. Any of these players I was thinking about starting. If you have any of these players in your squad, I would say go ahead and start them because this game right, it could be a 2-1 game, so you could expect some points. You see, Brighton have no defender, but they have midfielders that's been performing well. You could see that Brentford have one defender, but everybody's going to be thinking about starting Simeon. They're going to go ahead and get him. I use my wild card. You're going to see my wild card video at the end of this video. So, like I said, go ahead. Any of these players you want to think about picking up, go ahead and pick them up and put them in your squad. 2-1, I give it to Brighton. Next matchup on the card, we have Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. I think Crystal Palace should take this game 2-1. It's going to be a very interesting game. Sunderland's been firing, man. Sunderland's been firing, but Crystal Palace defense has been looking great. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man, when I say Sunderland's been firing, man. Sunderland got a lot of players that you could go out there and buy. You could see they got Isidore right there with the 2 lightning strikes. Show that boy been performing. They got players that been performing. They midfielders been performing and they forwards been performing. So it's not going to be no easy game. It's going to be a good game, but I still think Crystal Palace is going to take it 2-1. But here are some players if you're thinking about buying. See that? Doesn't look like you should be starting in the defender for Sunderland. Look like you should be looking for Sunderland for midfielder and forward. Yes, right there. Wahgwaan FPL. Yes, and this is why I picked Crystal Palace to win this game 2-1 right here because Crystal Palace have a great back line. Their back line's been looking great, but I think because Sunderland's been performing so well, I think they might sneak in a goal. Sneak in a goal. It's going to be a 2-1 game, but here are some players you could think about starting from Crystal Palace. Like I said, it might be a sneaking goal. So I said if you want to take your chance and start your Crystal Palace defenders, I would say go ahead. Start your Crystal Palace defender because they might even come out with a clean sheet. But you could see the players that's going to perform from Crystal Palace. Next matchup on the card, we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Next, we have Aston Villa versus Everton. I don't know when Aston Villa's gonna find their form. They've been struggling, but Everton find their form, been winning game. You could see that Everton is top class right now. They have goalkeeper that's been performing. They have midfielders that's been performing, and they have a forward that's been performing. Look at Grealish. Look at his other midfielder that's been performing. So that's why I said Everton should win this game. Might be a 2-0 game, might be a 3-1 game, but I'm taking Everton to win this game. Next matchup, we have Fulham versus Leeds. Even though Leeds got a goalkeeper on the card, you could see that Fulham have some strong midfielder, and I mean that's in the card, and they have their forward that's been performing. So I think Fulham should take this game right here, 2-0. And I mean, you could see that Leeds doesn't have no defenders. I wouldn't trust Leeds with defenders. Leeds got no defenders that you need to worry about. So I would say go ahead. If you want to pick up a Fulham midfielder, you could easily get like a 12 points out of them. So it's 2-0 right there for Fulham. Next, we have Newcastle versus Wolves. You could see that Newcastle got a defender and a goalkeeper, so that means their backline is looking very strong. Wolves only have two midfielders, so the battle is going to be in the middle of the field. But I still think Newcastle is going to take this game because Wolves striker is out, so they're going to need to find a striker to put up top. So Newcastle is going to take this game. They have two strikers that they just bought. So I think Newcastle is going to take this game right here, 3-0. Newcastle versus Wolves. Next matchup, we have West Ham versus Spurs. West Ham just got that win in their bag, and Tottenham Forest is coming off a loss. So it's going to be a very interesting game right here because Tottenham need to bounce back. You know what I mean? With Angie coming back in the Premier League, they're going to need to prove themselves now that, yes, they got rid of Angie for the right reason. You know what I mean? Because they want to start winning. West Ham just got a win underneath their belt, so they're going to need to keep their winning. Their side is looking pretty good. This is going to be a very interesting game right here. I want to say I think either side could take it. You know what I mean? Either side, but I would give it to Spurs 2-1. Like I said, this is not going to be an easy game for Spurs right here. Because West Ham have some top players on the list. You could see they got Lucas, 2 strike. Defoe, they defender, 2 lightning strike right there. So, so West Ham finally got some players to put on the list. So I think this is going to be a good game right here. Their forwards been strike on firing. But we're going to talk about Tottenham and what Tottenham have to offer. And these are the players for Tottenham Spurs, man. Their goalkeeper been performing. Sarr been performing. Kuda's been performing. I mean, Pellini, all of them been performing. Richarlison and Johnson with 2 strikes up there. So it looked like this game already could have a lot of goals in it on paper. On paper, this goal could have a lot of goals in it. And Angie's back in the Premier League, like I said. So Tottenham is going to need to start proving themselves very hard. So I think Tottenham is going to take this game right here. I think I said the score might be low, but looking at this on paper, could be a lot of goals, man. But I'm still picking Tottenham to win this game. Go ahead. If you want to go ahead and start putting your Tottenham players in, go ahead and find them, man. I got them right there on the list. Tottenham versus West Ham. Next, we have Chelsea versus Brentford. Those are the 3 players that Chelsea would have to deal with for Brentford. 2 midfielder and a striker. You could see the striker and the midfielder been performing for Brentford. You know what I mean? But Chelsea is another side like Tottenham. Have a lot of players that Brentford's going to have to deal with. So I said Chelsea would be a good place to buy. I think Chelsea could win this game, man. 3-0 right here. Because Chelsea have defenders on the left and midfielder and goalkeeper on the list that's been playing well. And like I said, with Delat being hurt, best time to get Pedro on your belt. Chelsea's going to take this. Like Tottenham, Chelsea look like a good place to buy players from, man. Chelsea have forwards on the line with double strike. Midfielder on the line with double strike, lightning strike. Defender on the line with double lightning strike. That's been performing. And with Palmer and at the lat being out, Pedro's be the best one to buy from Chelsea to start getting points from, man. Like I said, this game right here could be a lot of goals scored in this goal. A lot of goals scoring in this game. Look, I keep talking about goals, like I said. Could be a lot of goals scoring in this game right here, man. Go ahead, man. Look at it. Any Chelsea players you want to pick up, but I said Pedro would be the best one to buy. Next matchup, we have Burnley versus Liverpool. Both teams have players that's been performing. As you could see, here are the Burnley players that's been performing. Burnley have midfielder and forwards and the forward that's been performing. The midfielder Anthony got 2 strikes. That means he's been performing in his both last 2 games that he's been playing. So, like I said, man, this right here, even though Burnley's been performing, you could see that they got no defenders on the list that's been performing. So you know Liverpool's been performing very well, even though they're shaky in certain games. They players that been performing. They have a lot of top class players. So this game right here, Liverpool is going to take it 3-1 game, 4-1 game right here. Liverpool. And here are the top class players for Liverpool. Like I said, Liverpool's got a lot of top class players, man, that's been performing high. So you know you got Guapo, Salah, and Ekitike with the lightning strike that's been performing high, man. You got a lot of midfielders. So you know Liverpool is definitely going to score some goal in that game. And right now they just bought Isak. You know Isak is going to at least get 20 minutes and they need his belt. So like I said, this game right here could be a 4-1 game. I expect Burnley to score because I don't believe in the Liverpool backline, even though they play well against Arsenal and beat Arsenal 1-0. I just think Arsenal didn't play well. Arsenal didn't start with no fear. You could watch my Arsenal wrap up on that game just to see what I talk about it. I think Arteta disappointed us. But in this game right here, I think Liverpool is going to perform very well. 4-1 Liverpool. Last matchup for the day. The big match right here. Manchester United versus Manchester City. Yes, Manchester United got rid of their goalkeeper and bought a new goalkeeper. And City also bought a new goalkeeper. But no one believed in the Manchester United goalkeeper. But everyone believed in the City goalkeeper. You could see that City been performing well. You know what I mean? Haaland is definitely going to put some pressure on that new goalkeeper right there. That's why I'm choosing City to win this game. City's going to win this game. They're going to need to bounce back after that loss to Brighton. So I'm choosing City to win this game 3-2 or 3-1. You know what I mean? I expect Manchester United to score because Manchester United also have players that's been performing well. And we're going to talk about those players. But Manchester City to win this game, they have their midfielders performing well, their strikers performing well, and their defenders been performing well. So Manchester City to take this game right here. Yeah, and here are the players that Manchester City have to worry about for Manchester United. These are the players that Manchester United will be bringing. You see that they got some defenders and they got midfielders. But they striker, there's no striker on this list right here. And City got a striker that's performing very well. So I know City's going to take the game. Like I said, man, City's going to take it. And that's the end of it right there. I mean, I'm going to talk about my team after this, my wildcard team. Because, yes, I pushed the button. I pushed the wildcard button. I had to put some fear in my side, man. And like I said, stick around for that wildcard video right there. You're going to see it. Yes, FPL. This right here is the wildcard team that everybody need to fear. You know what I mean? I had to put some fear in my team. So let's go over my side, man. Like I said, I have the Spurs goalkeeper. I believe in him to start against Bournemouth. It might be a switch because my side, Arsenal, is going against. I'm going to leave him in goal. I'm going to leave him in goal because Arsenal is going against the man that just came back from Spurs, the manager. But I'm going to leave it. If Arteta lose, we're going to go over that video right there. We're not even going to get in that, you know what I mean? I'm going to make a video of Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. We're going to go over that because I think if Arsenal lose that game, let's just keep that for right there. Next, I have the Chelsea defender to go against Brentford. Crystal Palace to go against Sunderland. Spurs to go against West Ham. And Mbemo, he's been playing very well. Very well. In the long run, he's going to perform. Grealish. Reinders. I know what y'all thinking. Huh? Y'all thinking, yeah. Y'all thinking what I'm thinking. This rider. Yeah, I know. It's looking good. It's looking good. Salah right there. Yes. You know. Gyökeres. Pedro. So what y'all trying to tell me? This side right here, man, is going to put fear in people. This side right here is going to win the FPL right here. I'm playing to win this here. Right here on the bench, he's going to be going in the next game. So y'all seeing it, Sar. Y'all seeing it. Timber. Like I said, man, this is Wahgwaan FPL, man. This is the matchup right here. Week 4. Yes, right there. And like I said, man, this is Wahgwaan FPL, the matchup. You guys just saw my team going into week 3 of the players that I picked. Just come back next week, man. We're gonna do the wrap up for wrap the game up for week 3. We're gonna keep everything smooth. I'm gonna have a transfer video for people who play FPL. It's the fantasy, man. We here, man. Wahgwaan FPL, man. Yeah.